Do you have a pet? Did you know that pets are easily infected by bacteria or even viruses, and it could affect many kinds of diseases? Harmful bacteria can appear everywhere, especially on the parts of the pet's body that are directly contacting dirty surfaces. Even though your pet is well groomed and looks clean, are you sure your pet is free of bacteria? Clean and Well Pack Indonesia has gone ATP testing on its products, which contains Welltouch inside, with the aim of proving that products from Clean and Well Pack Indonesia can eliminate bacteria, fungals, viruses, and also odors. ATP is an abbreviation of adenosine triphosphate, which means the molecules of any living organisms such as animals, plants, microorganisms, etc. ATP can indicate the presence of living organisms. Therefore, the amount of ATP are proportional to the number of pollutants, including the presence of bacteria. These two tools are a kit for measuring ATP. UltraSnap is a tool used to take ATP samples on the surface of an item. Furthermore, there is a CleanQ, which is a portable ATP measuring device, which works to detect ATP compounds that produced by living things to get a direct and reliable analysis result. Therefore, we, Clean and Well Pack Indonesia, have conducted a series of ATP tests on several objects on the dog's body. The first test is conducted on all 4 dogs' paws. We do a dog paw test after walking the dog in an open area. The first test results on the 4 paws of the dog have 525 the amount of ATP. This proves that there are organisms living on the surface of the feet. In this test, we made a comparison between regular wet tissues and Welltouch inside wet tissues for the 2 front paws. First, we rub the right paw using regular wet tissues, followed by rubbing Welltouch inside wet tissues on the left paw. Sampling is conducted on the right paw first. The test results showed the presence of ATP on the right paw totaling 853. Of course, this is quite a high result. Then we continued with the ATP test on the left paw. The test results showed that the ATP decreased drastically to 27. Not only with wet tissues, we also tested it with regular tissues and Welltouch inside towel. First, we rubbed the right hind paw using a regular tissue. Followed by rubbing Welltouch inside towel on the left hind paw. Then the sampling is conducted on the right hind paw first. The test results showed the presence of ATP on the right hind paw totaling 618. Of course, this is quite a high result. We continued with the ATP test on the left hind paw. The test results showed that the ATP decreased drastically to 79. In this test, it can be concluded that Clean and Wellpack Indonesia's products, namely Welltouch Inside Wet Tissues and Welltouch Inside Towel, have been proven to reduce bacteria drastically. In addition to feet that are susceptible to bacteria, dog ears are also very susceptible to bacteria and can cause germs. For that, we do an initial ATP test to see the presence of organisms or bacteria in the dog's ear. The results of the first test on the ear had a very high amount of ATP, 2223. This proved that there were organisms living in the dog's ear. Then we applied Welltouch Inside Wet Tissues to rub the dog's ears. Rubbing is done repeatedly to ensure that all parts of the ear are covered with Welltouch Inside Wet Tissues. After cleaning using Welltouch Inside Wet Tissues, we proceeded to conduct an ATP test on the ear. The test results showed that ATP decreased drastically to 21, and this proved again that Welltouch Inside Wet Tissues were very effective at eliminating bacteria. Next, we tried to do a test on dog urine. The sample was taken on the side of the couch. The first test results on a couch exposed to dog urine had 578 ATP amounts, proving that there were organisms living on the couch. Then the application of Welltouch Inside Wet Tissues is carried out on the sofa object, rubbed evenly on the part affected by dog urine. Then, the ATP test is conducted again on the side of the couch. The test results showed the number of ATP dropped very drastically to 44. The ATP test is conducted again on floors stained with dog urine. Initial test results on floors exposed to dog urine had a 999 ATP count, proving that organisms were living on the floor surface. Then we applied it with regular tissue. And another ATP test was conducted on the floor surface. The test results showed the number of ATP dropped very drastically to 339. Next, we used Welltouch Inside Towel to rub the floor surface. Then, the ATP test is conducted again on the floor surface. The test results showed that the number of ATP dropped very drastically to 45. This comparison test proves that Welltouch Inside Towel is also effective in drastically reducing bacteria. We also conducted an ATP test on the sofa surface. The initial test results showed that there were 1170 ATP on the surface. Of course, this is a very high result. At this time, the test subjects used home clean care and Welltouch inside towel. We mixed 10 milliliters of home clean care and 90 milliliters of water in a 1:9 ratio, then soaked the Welltouch inside towel into the mixture. Then rub the surface of the sofa evenly with Welltouch inside towel, which has been coated with home clean care. Then an ATP test is conducted on the surface of the couch. The test results showed the number of ATP dropped very drastically to 24. The conclusion from this series of tests is that all clean Wellpack products that contain Welltouch inside are very effective at eliminating bacteria, viruses, and fungi.